Hi, folks. It's Gary here, and a warm welcome to the fourth official here on YouTube after what's been another emotional and roller coaster performance from Rangers today in the Old Firm with a 3-2 victory at Celtic Park. And I think we can all agree that that's been a performance and a result that has been a long time coming for Barry Ferguson and his side. In the end, 3-2 goal from Hamza Igamane with 3 minutes to go, sealing the victory at Parkhead. First time with away supporters for a number of seasons, and certainly the 2,400 Rangers fans in attendance today will have absolutely enjoyed their morning and afternoon behind enemy lines. Rangers made one change from the victory eventually and penalties over Fenerbahce on Thursday evening. Hefty dropping out of the starting 11 due to personal reasons. Ridvan Yilmaz coming in on the left-hand side. Rangers adopting the same formation as they had played against Fenerbahce on Thursday with the five at the back. That was Jack Butland in goals, Dujon Sterling, James Tavernier, Leon Balogun, John Suter, and Ridvan Yilmaz. Midfield three of Mohamed Diamande, Nicholas Rashkin, and Conor Barron, with Vasav Cherny supporting Cyril Dessers up top. And Rangers got the perfect start to the game. Nico Rashkin getting a header at the near post. James Tavernier's corner coming in after Rangers had been really aggressive in the press in the opening minutes of the game. Celtic, without Callum McGregor in the midfield, really struggling to kind of get hold of the ball early doors, and Rangers really swallowed up that kind of space in that midfield area early on in the game. Didn't allow Celtic time on the ball, a lot of misplaced passes, Rangers being really aggressive in the press, and you could tell that there was a real desire from the players and from the management, from the bench, to really get about Celtic and not allow them to dominate the football, as they've been allowed to do probably too many times in this fixture over the course of the last few occasions, particularly but at Parkhead, and Rangers really dominating the kind of 50-50s in there, and really it could have been more in that first half period. A casual clearance from Castro Schmeichel found itself at Václav Černy's feet, and the Czech winger taking far too many touches rather than just hitting it first time into what was an unguarded net. Eventually, Celtic defender Navzrovsky getting back to clear before he could cut it back to Cyril Dessers, who was waiting for a pass. And Rangers at that point were really the only team that were looking like scoring. Celtic were getting on the ball, but not really creating too many opportunities. But when they did get close to the goal, they found Jack Butland in inspired form. A great save from a Rio Hattati shot, tipped wide, and then he gets also a save from Navrovsky's header that comes straight to him. But probably the closest Celtic came to scoring in that first half period was from the danger man, Maeda, who's been in great form recently for them. Lots of goals since he took over as the kind of central striker after Kyogo was sold in the January window to Rennes. And he had a header which went past Jack Butland, but Dujon Sterling does incredibly well to clear it off the line. Really, really great defending from the Rangers defender. And that allowed Rangers to get a platform up the other end. Nico Rashkin once again working really well in tandem. James Tavernier's ball up to him. He hits the header down, and Mo Diamante's in space in the box to steer it into the bottom corner. And at that point, 2-0 Rangers, and we're in dreamland. No one really could have foresaw that happening in the first half today, off the back of 120 minutes and the emotion of penalties on Thursday night. But Rangers were aggressive. They were full of energy in that first half period, and Celtic really went at it, and Rangers were great value in that first half for the lead. But as we've seen with this Rangers side, they can be incredibly bipolar. And the second half, Celtic were really the only side that were in the game. Rangers allowing them opportunities at will on the Rangers goal pretty much all the way through the second half. And the one thing you would imagine would have came from Barry Ferguson at that halftime team talk would have been keep it tight first 15 minutes of the second half. Don't allow Celtic to get their tails up. Don't allow them to get back in the game. But that's exactly what happens. They manage to get a break on, ball to the back post, and Dyson Mida gets there ahead of James Tavernier and Dujon Sterling, who are caught under the ball, doing a bit of ball watching, and it's 2-1. And all of a sudden, Celtic's tails are up. They are got the crowd involved for really the first time in the game, and they started to sense that the game was on for them, having not really taken much in that first half period. And you could sense that they were just starting to get a bit more control in the game. Rangers' legs starting to go, and it was at that point that Barry Ferguson started looking to his bench. Leon Balogun going down with an injury. He was replaced by Robin Proper. Mohamed Diamande replaced by Yanis Hadji. But again, it was Celtic who were on the front foot. They were creating opportunities. And without really looking like they were scoring, you always had a sense that another goal was coming, and that goal did come in the end. Again, fairly slack defending from Rangers. Rio Hatate getting on the end of a through ball, and he took advantage, a kind of smart finish past Jack Butland, and at 2-2, Celtic with all the momentum. You're thinking, right, we know the way that this game's going to go, and credit to Rangers, they dug in, they kept in the match at that point, and then the moment of the game came when Hamza Igamane took advantage of Cameron Carter-Vickers getting caught under the ball with 3 minutes to go. An absolute rocket of a finish from the Moroccan striker into the roof of Kasper Schmeichel's net. Absolute scenes in my living room, every living room of Rangers fans across the country, not at the game. And as I say, for the 2,400 Rangers fans in attendance at Parkhead today, they were going ballistic. Hamza Igamane, who's gone a long time now without a goal after a real purple patch before Christmas. Found himself obviously out the side, on the bench more recently with this new formation that Barry Ferguson has adopted, but once again showing his high potential, real high class finish from him. And Rangers were then able to see the game out during stoppage time. And that's now 2 wins in a row for Rangers in this fixture. And having been the better side in the League Cup final as well, that's now 3 in a row where Rangers can legitimately argue as being the better side in this fixture. And it will just cause even more concern, really, at Rangers' inability to win points against some of the other teams in the league, and that there's been such a distance between the two sides in the league race. And the season's going to finish without any silverware for Rangers, certainly domestically. Still, obviously, a trophy to play for with the Europa League, and obviously all attentions will go to Bilbao. Now, obviously, breaking now for an international break will give Rangers time to give some players a bit of a rest after what's been a really intensive 72 hours against Fenerbahce and today at Parkhead. But two big victories in the end for Barry Ferguson, and we'll certainly have full match reaction and coverage on our YouTube channel here on the Fourth Official and over on our Patreon network as well. You can find us there. It's www.patreon.com/the Fourth Official, and that's where you'll find all our coverage, podcasts, match reaction, and you'll see interviews and obviously our columns on there as well, all for less than £3 per month. Big thank you to you all for watching. Loads to come here on the channel over the next coming days as we reflect back on what was a very good day for Barry Ferguson's Rangers side today at Parkhead with a 3-2 victory in the Old Firm derby. Big thank you for you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.